my name is Nolan and welcome to the Disney Scrapbook. Today, we'll be reviewing the film Scandalous John, which was first released on June 22nd, 1971. I believe that this hilarious Western spoof never received the attention it deserves, having been shot on multiple locations and in CinemaScope. It was obviously expensive to produce, which makes it even more surprising that in 1971, the film had a somewhat limited release, not even being shown in New York City. The movie was based on the historical novel of the same title, written in 1963 by Richard Gardner. It would star McCanless, a brave old ex-professor of veterinary science showing signs of dementia, sets out to save his daughter's virtue and his mortgage launched in this satirical and poignant story of a quest. The imagery and symbolism in this book is fantastic. If you need some light relief, I highly recommend that you read it. According to the studio publicity department, the Oliver Emily launch near Alamogordo, New Mexico was used as the launch for the film shoot. The D23 website states that filming locations included Alamogordo, White Sands National Monument, and near Las Cruces, New Mexico, the western town of old Tucson, Arizona, and along the 10-mile route of an 1880 period train from Hill City to Keystone, South Dakota. Frank V. Phillips was the cinematographer on this film, and once again produced some stunning and intriguing shots, as he did for The Wild Country, which I have previously reviewed, and I will leave a link for you in the description down below. This Western movie is a reworking of the Don Quixote legend, transferred to an American 1970s Western setting, with John McCanless as the crazy Don Quixote character, brilliantly played by Ryan Keefe, a proud old rancher lacking adequate funds to pay his mortgage and displaying childlike delusional behavior. He's the kind of guy who throws a candlestick through the window when he wants fresh air and shoots the light out when he goes to bed, is how the studio publicizes Don Quixote type fantasy. He fights back rather than giving up his land to a rich developer, Barton Whitaker, who is played by Simon Oakland, who wants to construct a dam on the land, while John's granddaughter, Amanda McCanless, played by Michelle Carey, tries to negotiate a deal with Whitaker's sympathetic son, Jimmy, played by Rick Glenn. However, John decides to take matters into his own hands when he and his Mexican handyman, his sidekick Paco, cleverly played by the prolific Mexican actor Alfonso, embark on a one-steer, albeit multiply branded cattle drive to save McCanless' ranch. After a humorous adventure full of symbolism, John confronts the villain in a shootout that parallels the struggle between good and evil in the Old West. With a screenplay written by the incredibly talented duo, both Walsh and Don Dagradi, best known for their work on the 1964 musical fantasy Mary Poppins, which earned them an Oscar nomination, and also for their work on the 1969 comedy adventure The Love Bug. Additionally, they worked on the film Bedknobs and Broomsticks, which I will be reviewing on the 50th anniversary of its US release, December 13th. Ryan Keefe, best known to Disney audiences for his role as the father in the 1961 film The Parent Trap, has acted in over 80 films, 7 of which were for Disney. He has a wonderful time with the lead role, reveling in a rough character of an old man living out his dreams of living in the Old West. However, his mumbling can make it hard to decipher what he is saying at times. Illegal immigrant Paco, John's Mexican handyman, is cleverly played by Alfonso Arau, who recently voiced Papa Julio in Pixar's 2017 film Coco. He has had a long and fruitful career, both in front of and behind the camera. U.S. filmgoers were by and large unaware that Arau was previously a popular vaudeville and TV performer, and had built his Mexican film reputation as an independent director. His performance in this film excellently displays his vaudeville roots, with his execution of animated physical comedy with limited dialogue that at times had me barely laughing, especially with his interactions with John McCanless. McCanless's granddaughter is played by the beautiful Michelle Carey, best known for starring alongside John Wayne in El Dorado and with Elvis Presley in Live a Little, Love a Little. The wealthy developer's son, Jimmy Whittaker, is played by Rick Lenz, who started his career on Broadway. He fancies himself as Amanda's romantic interest and is caught in the tug-of-war between loyalty to his father and understanding McCanless' plight. The prolific actor Harry Morgan, who starred in over 100 movies and was best known for playing Colonel Potter in MASH, was the peace-loving Sheriff Pippin, with his tin badge but no gun, because he said he emulated London Bobby. This was the second Disney movie that Morgan had appeared in, also appearing in The Barefoot Executive, which I have previously reviewed, and I will leave a link below in the description. Simon Oakland, who had begun his career as a concert violinist, played the antagonist Barton Whitaker in a somewhat unmemorable performance. Poet, singer-songwriter, and actor Ron McEwen composed the score for the film. At first glance, Ron McEwen and a Disney movie would seem incompatible. Ron McEwen sold millions of copies of his poetry books and wrote songs that were recorded by Johnny Cash, Frank Sinatra, and even Madonna. This unusual score for a Disney movie adds to its atmosphere. The soundtrack was recorded on Disneyland Vista Records in conjunction with Walt Disney Productions, which lauded a $250,000 promotional campaign on the LP soundtrack. According to the June 19, 1971 issue of the Billboard Music magazine, Ron McEwen has dedicated a special 12 minutes of his concert tours to the music from Scandalous John and the theme song Past the Screen. At the time of the LP's release, Ron McEwen said, "I'm very excited about Scandalous John because I love the picture and am proud of my contribution. I think it's the best score I've ever done." The pacing of this film is somewhat disjointed, with rising and falling action not always meeting at a turning point. Cotton Warburton may have edited the film in this manner to parallel the delusions of an old man with a mental illness. This film provides a fascinating deep look into mental illness. John McCanless is obviously not well and is delusional. However, those around him, especially Paco and Michelle, are totally accepting and understanding of his situation and stick by his side to help him out. If your expectation of this film is a classic western, then this is not for you. However, I found the film hilarious, and I maintain that this is a film that deserves to be watched more than once. because there were so many hidden layers within it. Unfortunately, the Mexicans are heavily caricatured, which for some people would be offensive. If you would like to watch Scandalous John, it is available on iTunes, YouTube, Amazon Prime, Google Play, and of course, DVD. If you enjoyed this review and are interested in 50th anniversary content about the Walt Disney Company, be sure to like and subscribe. My next review will be the comedic film $1 Million Duck, which I will release on June 30th. Thanks everybody for watching. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.